Oh, man. Oh, yeah?
Megan got her hair
So Megan
done.
got her hair done. Is that right? Oh, yeah?
Megan got her hair done. Megan got her hair done.
Oh, yeah?
Megan got her hair done.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? She got her hair done?
Megan got
Oh, yeah?
her hair done.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Megan got her hair done. Is that right?
Megan got her hair done.
What did she get? Did she get the lace front? Did she get the sew-in?
Megan got her hair done.
Glued in? Did she just get the ponytail on the back?
Megan got her hair done.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Megan got her hair done. Oh,
Megan got her hair done.
Oh, yeah.
Megan got her hair done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Megan got her hair done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Megan got her hair done.
So Megan got her hair done, regardless of the fact that Tim has been getting his hair done for
Megan
months.
got her hair
He's been getting his hair done for years. For Megan, it takes an extra special
Megan
occasion for Megan to get her hair done. Is that right? Is that right? So Megan has to either be giving birth. I think the last time she got her hair done was when she was giving birth. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Megan got her hair done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Megan got her hair
Oh, yeah.
done.
Megan got her hair done. Special occasions only. But Tim, we know Tim, he gets his hair cut on the regular, yes? He cuts it himself. So that's his excuse for getting his hair cut on the regular, yes? The boys get their hair cut on a semi-regular basis. Semi-regular, yes? But Megan finally got her hair done. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Megan
Oh, yeah.
got her hair done.
All right, so we know that's what's up with Megan, okay? Megan got her hair done. That's the highlight. That's the greatest thing that has happened as far as Megan go. But what has my coach and y'all's
Megan got her hair done.
y'all's pastor? What has y'all's pastor been up to? Is that right? So he's pretending. He's all in on pretending that he just got back from Disney World. He's all in on the pretend on the front, yes? That he just got back from Disney World. Does he realize that it's September? Yes? Does he realize that according to Titus leaked that it was supposed to be June 12th. It might have been July 12th, yes? In either case, it's still 2 months ago, yes? Why is he pretending that he just got back from Disney World? La La Land, he's got like a little La La Land going on in his mind. Yes. Is he underestimating his subscribers? Underestimating his heavy followers? Yes. Is he insulting their intelligence for them to believe that he just got just because he took a 4 or 5 day break? Yes, that was supposed to coincide with him going on vacation out to the Disney World. Just because he took a 4 or 5 day break. Yes. He wants his subscribers to believe that they just... I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. All right. Welcome back to the end game. Welcome back, y'all. I am excited about Megan getting her hair done. Oh, yeah. I'm excited about it. But welcome back. Where today I'm going to give my reaction to the recent IAG Farms video where Tim talks about a speed limit or teaching Megan the basics. Yes, and now we do understand that Tim is the self-appointed principal of IAG. Yes. Okay, we do understand that from time to time he has to come in and supposedly fill in the gaps with the boys as far as the boys' education. And I'm like, okay, considering the gaps, the gaping holes that we see in their education, the gaping Yes. Gaping holes that we see in their literacy. Okay. Somebody is failing. Yes. All right. Megan already admitted that she was failing. All right. We know that my coach, he'll never admit it. Yes. But now we see the gaps. Okay. When Tim continually puts these boys on Front Street, when he continually puts them on blast, when he asks them to express themselves, to articulate themselves. Okay, to regurgitate the scripts that they already rehearsed several times. Okay, yet he continues to put them on blast. Yes, we see the glaring holes, the glaring gaps. Yes, but somehow Tim says, well, he had to teach Megan the basics. Okay, is it the blind leading the blind? Yes, and so we have a GED educated individual. Yes, most GED educated folks are well qualified. Okay, for their life pursuits, for their particular life pursuits. Most of them are well qualified. Yes. Unfortunately, in my coach's case, we do understand that he skipped several classes during his GED education. Yes. He said, I'd rather spend my time out there on the prison yard. Yes. Playing some prison hoops than buckling down and getting his GED education. Yes. Okay. And so now how in the world would Tim, with his flawed education, his own deficiencies? Yes. Okay. His own special education needs, yes? How in the world could he educate Megan on anything? Anything except for doing some bootleg carpentry here and there around the farm, yes? Okay, but Megan can watch the same YouTube videos. If she wants to learn how to put up shed siding on her house, Megan could have watched the same YouTube videos that Tim watched, yes? If Megan wants to learn how to put up shoddy caulking around windows along a roof line, shoddy caulking around windows, okay? Put up some shoddy trim work around the doors and around the interior window. Megan could have watched the same videos that Tim watched. But as far as Tim, the principal, the self-appointed principal of IAG, him teaching Megan anything? Come on now. It's a stretch. It's a stretch. But welcome back to the end game. Like I said, I'm going to give my reaction to that video here. All right, before I get into my reaction to that trailer, that was actually a trailer. I saw that Tim, he dropped a video talking about putting the siding up on the front, putting up the siding on the front of the mobile home. And I guess in the thumbnail, he says, this is the hardest thing that I have ever done. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Ask those boys what the hardest thing is that they have ever done. And they'll tell you we do it daily, Dad. Yes, waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, having to scurry outside to do those farm chores, those blasted farm chores, without having any nutrition in our bellies. That's the hardest thing that we've ever done. Okay? Ask those boys, yes? Don't ask Megan what the hardest thing is that she's done, yes? Okay, having to suffer through a hernia, yes? Having to wait patiently for a hernia surgery that only came about due to Tim's response to the reaction channels, yes? Okay, the reaction channels are the only things that drove Tim actually signing off, approving Megan getting the hernia surgery, yes? Okay? Ask Megan about the hardest thing that she has done, yes? So working through that hernia, okay, never mind giving birth to little Noah. I'm sorry, little Benjamin, giving birth to little Benjamin, yes? After she had already suffered, I guess, the hernia during her third pregnancy. Okay, ask her about the toughest thing that she's done. Ask her about raising 4 boys as a single mom. Ask Megan about how hard that is. Ask Megan how hard it is to try to educate, how hard it is to try to homeschool 3 boys at 3 different age, aptitude, and skill levels, and special need levels. Yes. Ask Megan about the hardest things that she has ever done. Yes. Okay. Megan's sticking around. She told you that she was challenged. She told you that she already proclaimed in her video. I guess she was doing a walk around or walk and talk. She already proclaimed that she felt like walking away. Okay. But she was in jeopardy of losing her family. Yes. Okay. So ask Megan about the toughest thing that she has done. Yes. Okay. Now we do assume that it was easy for her to say, I do. First of all, it was easy for her to say, yes, I will, because she was desperate at the time. Okay. And so it's easy for her to say, yes, I will, when you asked her to marry you. Okay. All right. And then when you rushed her through and say, okay, Megan, we don't have to wait, Megan, we can do this. We can have an expedient. We can have a rushed wedding. Okay. We know Megan was like, okay. Yes. And then when the pastor said, well, Megan, do you take this bum? Do you take this bum to be your husband? Yes. Lawfully. Well, no, I'm sure he didn't say lawfully. He definitely didn't say lawfully when he was referring to Tim. Yes. But when he said, Megan, do you take this dude here? Megan, do you take this dude here? Yes. Do you forgive all his trespasses? As God has forgiven yours? Do you forgive all his trespasses? Yes. Do you forgive all his hustling, all of his ganging, all of his banging, kicking down doors, drug use, snatching purses, robbing his mom? Do you forgive all that, Megan? Megan was like, what's the alternative? Megan said, I do. So ask the boys, ask Megan about the toughest things that they have ever done to this point. And so you're claiming that signing up on a raggedy old mobile home that's been neglected for 2 years. You're claiming that that's the hardest thing that you've ever done? Just because you've never held a job in your entire life? Yes. Okay, your dad tried to give you a job. Okay, you quit that at the first opportunity, yes? Okay, I think your dad probably turned around, took a lunch break, and you were out of there. You were up out of there, yes? Okay? And so now for siding to be the hardest thing you've ever done in your entire life, good gracious. Good. Imagine if you were raising 3 to 4 boys as a responsible father, as a responsible head of the household. Imagine how tough that would be. But putting up raggedy old shed siding on a raggedy old mobile home, that's the toughest thing you've ever done in your entire life. All right. All right, let me get back to my reaction to the trailer. So I'm going to give my reaction to the trailer. I'm going to try to calm down on this recent video. But I'm going to give my reaction to that trailer. Hey, I'm going to give it here. All right, so early in the video, as Tim promised, he's going to show us vacation IAG style. IAG style. Okay, all right. Okay, now. So he blesses us with some footage of them picking out a rental vehicle. Well, that is IAG style. We didn't say it was going to be about God. He didn't say that. He said IAG style. Okay, and we know that for them, IAG is just a couple of letters, yes? It's just a couple of letters, yes? 2 letters or 3 letters, yes? Or boat. Oh, I'm sorry. As Titus would say, both. All right. So true to form, he shows them picking out, oh my goodness, picking out a rental vehicle. Yes. And then he shows us some more bonus footage of him giving the boys their vacation haircuts. IG style. Yes. Okay, so now, first of all, Tim, talk about stretching the content, Tim. If you did not have enough content, yes, in storage, in wait, okay, bear in mind that you're going to acknowledge that, you're going to imply that the viewers are 4 weeks behind, yes? Before it was 2 to 3. Now you're implying that they're 4 weeks behind, yes? Those of us that are discerning viewers, we know that that really means you're 2 months. For us, you're acknowledging that you're 2 months. Okay? Or as you would say, 2 months. 2 months. 2 months behind on this content, yes? But yet you're stretching it out and you're putting in filler. You don't need any filler, yes? Okay? We don't need to see you picking out vehicles or vans. Or we don't need to see that stuff, yes? Okay, finish off the siding videos. Yes? Finish off the roofing videos. Yes? Finish off these soon to come vacation videos. Good gracious. Okay? But as part of your filler, you show us you cutting the boys' hair. Yes? Now that's admirable, Tim. Yes? We do understand that you had some type of barbering license or certification. Yes? And you should be able to cut your boys' hair. Yes. Even without the certification, you could have learned. Okay. There's many of us out there that never got certified, never got licensed, never got trained. but we cut our children's hair. We cut our own hair, yes? And so yeah, it's the least you could do, Tim, okay? All right? We're not going to give you any credit for that, Tim. All right? Now, but one thing we do notice, Tim, is that for one reason or another, you're pushing those boys' edge-ups way to the rear, yes? Okay? All right? Now, those boys, those are not captains, and they are not captains in training, yes? I earned my hairline, yes? Okay? But in your case, you're pushing those boys' hairlines back. What are they like now? Like 5, 7, and 10? Okay, Tim? Irresponsible as a barber for you to push those hairlines back, Tim. Okay, at their age, they do not need a sharp hairline. Yes? Okay, and you with your deficiencies, as far as cutting hair, you just continue to push it back, push it back, push it back, sharpen it, sharpen it. They don't need all that. Okay? Don't disable their hairlines before they had a chance to enjoy it or experience it. Yes? Yes, Tim? Okay, and so if you're going to put it on the YouTube as if it's something impressive, okay, ease up on their hairlines. Okay? I know, by the way, we did notice those parts that you put into, what was it? Little Noah? I think it was Little Noah's head. We did notice the parts that you put in Little Noah's hair. Yes? And those of us that have cut hair and cut plenty of heads in the past, yes? We do understand what it means when those parts start to get thicker and wider and more expansive. We do understand, yes? Okay? It's due to the mistakes, yes? It's due to the errors, yes, of the barber, Tim, yes? Okay, so you could have edited that right out. We do know that you did not give little Noah those half-inch parts by choice. But show us more, Tim. Vacation bonus footage, IAG style, Tim. Show us more.
There we go, right there. Savannah.
Why that was like New York?
Oh, yeah, that'll work. But listen, there. What about that right there, Mom? What about the Savannah? What about that one? The Savannah. Oh, your wagon there? Uh-huh. That'll work.
And then what's that like?
They got a minivan, yeah.
So that was kind of like,
All right, next up, Tim gives us he gives you Ready Tim Riders. He gives you guys more bonus footage, yes? As if, oh my goodness, talk about stretching. Talk about diluting this content. Good gracious. He gives you some bonus footage of them driving in the vehicle, yes? And we see Tim, the principal of IAG, educating these boys on how to break the law. Okay, and so we do understand that he impressed upon the boys the importance of defying authority. We know him and Megan together, they taught the boys about throwing the rules out the window, yes? Skirting the rules, okay? Defying authority. And now he's giving them a lesson in breaking the law, yes? We do understand they've been well trained in deception. Okay, they've been well trained in portraying a certain image. Okay, well trained in pretending. I don't want to call it lying. Okay, when it comes to the boys, I don't want to say the boys are lying. They're just following direction, just following orders when they're given a certain script. Yes. Okay, but they've been well trained in deception and pretending and portraying. Yes. A false image. Yes. But now he's up front. He's showing the boys, well, how to break the law. So now, even though the sign says 65 miles per hour as a speed limit, Remember, boys, I taught you guys to defy the limits. Just like I defied them when I kicked down Grandma Lily's door. Yes, just like I defied them when I was snatching purses. Yes, when I was robbing folks, when I was sticking up folks, I was defying the law. Yes? Okay, boys? This is how you defy the law. This is how you break the law. Okay? Aside from all the deception that I'm training you in, okay? What you can do, first of all, is you can defy the speed limit. Okay, so if you see it says 65, you can go ahead and say, well, that must mean 85. Yes? And Tim's like, okay, now who actually obeys the speed limit? And the boys are listening. They're all listening. Even little Benjamin is listening. Yes? Who actually obeys the limits set aside by the law? Yes? Who actually does that? That's the message that, oh my goodness. This is the message that he's giving his boys. Yes? A supposed ex-pastor. Okay, on a supposed channel that is all about God. Yes? Oh, come on now. Okay? And of course, the boys in the back, we know they're listening because they're back there giggling. And they don't have a clue. They don't understand what Tim is talking about. They don't understand what he's talking about as far as the speed limits and what have you. They don't know what he's talking about. Yes? Okay? But they're back there giggling. They're listening and they're giggling. Okay? And they know that he's defying something. He's ignoring some of the rules. And the boys are being taught that early in life. Yes, Tim? Supposed to be all about God, Tim. Come on, Tim. Show us more.
Boys, what do y'all think? What do you think, Tim? Amazing! Amazing! We're driving. We're driving in the ocean. Look at those people on the boat.
Oh, yeah. They probably the kids in shrimp. There's a shrimp boat. You get on one of those
It's grass.
shrimp boats. It's like, see, you have to know the spots where you can do above the speed limit. See, the sign say it says 65. I know what they're talking about. They're talking about 85. And when the sign say 55, they mean 65.
That's not it.
There's no way. It's like, who does 65 miles per hour?
On the ocean?
Right.
Law-abiding citizens.
I walk faster than that.
Lax.
All right, next up on the bonus footage. Yes? Bonus footage. He's showing you bonus footage of the the vacation IAG style. True to form, yes? Mind you guys are not going to see these videos until maybe November? December? I don't think he's going to be done with these videos until November, December. I'm talking about done, yes? All right, he already acknowledged that he's got about 9 videos in the queue. At least 9 videos, yes? Pertaining to this vacation stuff. And it's understandable considering that if he's taking footage of them picking out rental vehicles, okay, of them driving in the car, yes, of them arriving at the Airbnb, of them touring the Airbnb, of them cooking at the Airbnb, yes, of them touring the property yes, if he's showing all of that, that's already up to 6, yes, and they haven't even gone to the world yet as far as the video footage is concerned, yes. But why is it that when they arrive at the Airbnb, why is Megan unlocking the door? Why is not the supposed man of the house unlocking the door? What if there's some unexpected hazard behind the door? Doesn't the man normally enter first? I'm not sure how they do it out there in rural Mississippi, but where I come from, normally the man is the first to enter. Yes? Yes, just like if a man is walking with his wife or his significant other, normally the man walks on the outside toward the curb, just in case some water is splashed up or something else happens within the road. Yes, the man is there to shelter the woman. Yes. And so certainly if you're entering this Airbnb, this unknown Airbnb, okay, it could have been a squirrel, a raccoon, possum, snake, could have been anything behind that door. Yes. Why would not the man of the house? Okay, and that travels, being the man of the house, okay, being the man of the family, the head of the family, the head of the household, that travels, Tim. I know you're not used to going places, Tim, okay? And I know you guys don't have any hazards out there at the farm because your gates remain locked, yes? You don't have any hazards coming up and ringing the doorbell or knocking at your door, yes? We know you guys are isolated and sheltered, yes? But now that you're out there in the real world, Tim, okay, you're supposed to be a covering for your wife. Yes? And so not only do we see that Megan is the one that's opening the door, but she's doing that all the while she's still juggling little Benjamin. And what is Tim doing? He's working the camera. Back to old habits, Tim. I thought you broke some of those bad habits, Tim. Yes, when you were reacting to the reaction channels and trying to pretend as though you were taking on some of the burden around that farm. I thought you shook some of those bad habits. But once again, we see Megan juggling. Yes. And we know that little Benjamin has gotten bigger. He's gotten older. He's gotten bigger. Yes. We don't know where Megan is in her recovery. Yes. But Tim, you could have juggled the camera and little Benjamin. Certainly you could have done that. Why is Megan the one that's doing that? And then Tim talks about the fact that now that they're in the house and, you know, of course you guys know there's a tour to come. Yes. Now that Tim, the house does not belong to you, Tim. Yes. I mean, you can dream, Tim. All right. But if you force your family to suffer through that mobile home, that raggedy old crowded sardine can of a mobile home for the past 2 to 3 years, okay, I'm certain that you don't have any aspirations of actually owning a house that has adequate space within it. Yes. But you point to the fact that Gideon has been locked up in the cage. Okay, and you say something to the effect of, okay, we have to remind Gideon that this is not a barn, this is a house. And Tim, that's all part of training. It's all part of training. Now, yes? And so we do see that you brought along that little hamster cage of a prison for Gideon, yes? We do understand how it will be reasonable for Gideon to be in there to sleep at night. Okay, now back when he was sleeping in there with Solo, when there was 2 dogs crammed into that space, crammed into that cage, okay, that was cruel. It was unusual, but it was IAG style. It was unusual, but for IAG, it was usual. Usual style, yes? Okay, but now, when you say that he wasn't aware that it was about, we do know that male dogs mark their territory, yes? And so certainly if he's in a new space, we know that he was marking it. Yes? Okay, but Tim, if you weren't so busy with your filming, so busy with your supposed camera work, so busy trying to accumulate this empty content, the Airbnb, they have their own photos, Tim. They have their own videos of the interior of the house, yes? The interior of the lake house. They have their own videos, Tim. They don't need you to film for them, Tim. Okay, especially considering the fact that you're not filming for them, you're filming for yourself. But good gracious, now we know rather than Tim providing some type of training, some type of supervision for Gideon, Tim is just locking Gideon up. Okay, and so now remember in the past where Tim claimed that Gideon and Solo were only sleeping in that cage for 4 to 5 hours. Okay, and then, you know, we kind of put the pieces together and we're like, hold on, from sundown to sun up is more than 5 hours. so Gideon's suffering a lot longer than 4 or 5 hours, yes? Now that he's out here in this lake house, we can expect for him to spend most of his time inside that cage, yes? Okay, are you taking him to Disney World with you? Okay, when you guys get down to your rental down near the Disney World, are you taking Gideon with you? Okay, because if you are, certainly Gideon has to be locked up somewhere. But show us more, Tim. Show us more.
Let me try.
All righty.
I'm going upstairs.
Here we go.
Let's go. Whoa. Upstairs.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Let's go upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
See a little bed right there.
That's nice.
Let's go see our room.
It's even nicer on the inside.
Dad.
Got a wood stove. Look at that. Got a wood stove. All right, y'all. So we've got settled Benjamin. You enjoying the business? Business was having fun, but we had to lock Gideon up because he didn't quite understand that this is not a barn, this is a house. And so if y'all know what I mean.
Tim talks about how they're packing up to head down to Orlando. And he talks about how they took a 2-day break or two-day rest. So I'm like, hold on. Now, normally when my coach, if he works for 3 days, he takes 3 days off. Okay? And certainly if he works for a full week, he's going to take the next week off. Yes? But how do you drive for 7 hours, Tim? And then take 2 days? You didn't even drive for 1 day. You're going to take 2 days off? Yes? And so Tim says, well, we decided to spend a little extra money. And of course, let me be the first to thank you donors. Yes. Let me be the first to thank some of you heaviest of Tim followers, some of you steadiest of Tim supporters. Yes. Let me thank you guys. Let me give you the thanks that Tim won't give you guys. Yes. On camera or off. Yes. Okay. And so he decided to spend a little extra of the donor money so that they could stay 2 nights. Yes. The numbers don't make sense as far as them staying 2 nights and you only drove 7 hours. I'm not sure why you need 2 days rest, but certainly we can look forward to about 5 videos. I'm guessing 5 videos related to that lake house. 5. They haven't even gotten to Disney World yet. Yes. But show us more, Tim. Show us more.
All right, y'all. Benjamin and I are making our way slowly down these steps, and as y'all can see, we're packing up, getting ready to head to Orlando to our Disneyland adventure. And we just stopped here in Tallahassee at this Airbnb for 2 nights just to recover from the 7-hour drive. We really wanted this trip to be relaxed and enjoyable. And so, we spent a little bit of extra money to have a little bit of break on our drive. Instead of driving 11, 12 hours, we decided to drive 7-hour stretch and then a 5-hour stretch.
All right, next up, Tim provides some bonus footage of them at Disney World, yes? And we see the t-shirts with the Mickey Mouse emblems on them, mom, dad, brother, little brother, etc., yes? And so if these shirts have not been donated, I'm sorry, I have to say it's a bit forced, yes? It's a bit forced, good gracious, yes? Okay, and so it's like, okay, well now we do understand that Tim missed much of his childhood. Okay, based upon him defying authority. He missed much of his childhood, yes? And we know his childhood was wrecked once he got incarcerated. Once they finally caught up with him and they locked him up for that 6.5-year stint, yes? We do know the remainder of his childhood was wrecked. It was wrecked. I'm sorry. Yes? And so now, all these t-shirts with the Mickey Mouse, he has, okay, out of all the families that we've seen thus far, who has the most Disney apparel on? Yes? Who has the most apparel? Is it forced? All right. And what do we have? 4 boys? Disney apparel for 4 boys? Tim has a little bit. Megan has a little bit. How much money are we talking? How much donor money are we talking about them spending? Yes? And so Tim shows some footage of them in the, in the gift store, and they're picking out lightsabers. And why is Tim the most excited of the group? Okay, now we've seen Megan in the homeschool room, and she's trying to show them some bootleg experiment, and Megan's the only one talking about, wow, and hey, and oh. But now Tim, okay, the kids are nonchalant. Yes, they're rather emotionless, because they don't know when it's safe for them to truly express themselves, to express their real feelings, their real emotions. They're not sure when is it safe, Dad? And so you try to prompt them by saying, hey, and the kids is like, oh, now, Dad, what do you want me to, what do you want me to say? If I change everything, what do you want me, oh, you want me to say, ooh, what do you want, Dad? So the kids don't know. They've lived that lifestyle. They lived a life, okay, where they're on set. They do things on cue, okay, on prompt, per the script, yes? And certainly when they get out there in the public, okay, that script is out of the door. It's out the window. That script is out the window, yes? I mean, he can coach him a little bit, but I mean, when you're out there in public and you're whispering in your boy's ears every couple of minutes, or you're huddled up, you got them huddled up in the corner. This is what we're going to do. I want you guys to walk up to the counter. I want you to get all big-eyed, and I want you to point to the orange lightsaber, and I want you to point to the green one. And once you get out, you're like, yeah! Okay? It's going to be odd when you're out in public, yes? Okay? All of the oddities that are standard when you're behind the gates of the IAG, when you're living that IAG style life, okay? Okay, that stuff gets to be weird. It gets to be awkward. It gets to be questionable when you're out there in public, yes? But Tim's the only one that's excited about the lightsaber. For one reason or another, he's the only one that's excited about it. We're not getting any emotion from anybody else. But good gracious, talk about spending that donor money. What are we talking about, hundreds of dollars? Hundreds between the hats, the t-shirts, the lightsabers. Is that financial responsibility? Okay, is that financial literacy? But show us more. Show us more.
Oh, my shirt on. Alright, y'all. I don't know if y'all understand how scared we were because we didn't know if they were gonna find lightsabers or not because we didn't get the tickets to Universal Studios and we thought that we had them and because we had tickets to 3 parks.
3-part pass, but then the 4th part, I think it's Hollywood Studios.
That's right.
I'm so confused because there's a Hollywood and then there's Universal.
This is Disney World.
So,
that's all we can say.
Mind blown.
Okay, you snap it in.
So you kind of just insert it in here.
Whoa.
Orange? We don't have the orange. I know which one you're talking about. We don't have the orange.
So
I want that one.
So we have Vader's and Darth Maul's. Those are good.
So the green is Yoda, right?
No, that's I think this is Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker, okay. What's the blue titles?
I think Luke Skywalker's training one.
Okay.
And it was actually Skywalker, but Luke Skywalker. When you ran.
You can get whatever color you want. Okay. You want the green or the red, no?
All right, so next, Tim pretends. He pretends, yes? I thought they just picked up the camera and they started taping. Tim pretends that they're just back from vacation. Okay, and so he talks about it being 10 days later. And they're just back from vacation. A vacation that they took in June or July. How can you say it with a straight face, Tim, that you're just back from vacation? Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't say it with a straight face. He giggles about it. Is that what the giggle implies? That there's some untruths? Can we call them lies? Can we call them lies? Huh? Mistruths? Exaggerations? Okay, all right. You heavy Tim followers, all right. Get up there and eat it up. But he tries to imply that they're just back from vacation. And that's why you guys haven't seen him in 10 days. Oh, my goodness. But he also goes on to imply that he recorded 7 or 8 videos while they were down there on vacation. Okay, we do understand. You got to understand. You have to remember that my coach is impaired. When it comes to the mathematics, when it comes to the numbers, he's impaired. He's deficient. He's disabled, yes? And so, and he's deceptive. On top of all that, he's deceptive. He's impaired and he's deceptive. So if he says 7 or 8 videos, get down in the comments and you tell me how many videos that means that he shot down there in Disney World. Okay, now if he says 7 or 8 at Disney World, is he including the ones that he shot at the farmhouse, at the Airbnb? Okay, because that could easily knock him up to about 12 videos, yes? But if he says 7 or 8, you got to know that that's 10 or 11. I'm sorry. That IAG math, if he admits to 7 or 8, that means it's 10 or 11. 11 or 12. But that's my coach for you guys, yes? Tons of videos coming your way. Unfortunately, they'll be outdated. They'll be stale. They'll be irrelevant. Okay. Disrespect for the viewers, for his subscribers. All right. But he also indicates that in addition to those 8 videos from Disney World, he also still has 7 or 8 videos of them finishing off the siding and I guess the roofing on the sardine can of a mobile home. Okay, and once again, if he says there's 7 or 8, we're talking 11 or 12, yes? Okay, 11 or 12, that amounts to 3 weeks, yes? 11 or 12 at Disney World, that amounts to another 3 weeks. Yes, and then you mix in some of this filler content that he's tossing in. Okay? What are we talking about? That's easily 2 months. Easily 2 months. I'll see you in December. Oh my goodness. But tell us more, Tim. Tell us more.
What? Hey, where y'all been at? IAG Farm family? Nice to see y'all again. Haven't seen y'all in about 10 days. Where we been at? What? We've been on vacation, chilling, relaxing, enjoying ourselves. But welcome to another IAG Farms sneak peek exclusive. Sneak peek, peekaboo, preachaboo, earn from vacationaboo. It's amazing, y'all. We're all fresh and energized and having fun. The boys are actually doing farm chores now. We're kind of getting back into our rhythm, but we're still taking a week after our vacation. Like I say, this video that y'all are seeing now is in real time. That's what we love about these sneak peeks, these exclusives, bonus footage. We love that we can bring y'all into real time, because I'm gonna tell y'all how many videos y'all are behind now, because I recorded about 7 or 8 videos on vacation while we were in Florida, and I also have about 7 or 8 videos left from before we left on vacation of us doing renovations on our house, because y'all.
All right, so Tim, he admits to you guys being 18 videos behind, yes? Okay, if you do the IAG math on that 18, that's about 23 videos, yes? Okay, and he's saying, well, we do 23 videos a month, about 23 videos a month, so that means that you guys are a month behind, yes? All right, but that's just siding and roofing and Disney World, yes? What about the other videos that he's going to toss in from time to time, yes? Okay, all right. So easily, you can run your own numbers. Run your own numbers. Easily a couple of months behind, yes? And now Tim says, well, first of all, he says, well, he was fast forwarding to what he called present day. Now, bear in mind, okay, you woeful of Tim worshipers, present day does not mean that he shot the video yesterday. It definitely doesn't mean he shot it today, okay? It doesn't mean that he shot it last week. Okay, he shot it at least a couple of weeks ago, at least 2 weeks ago. Okay, and I know some of you guys have issues with your long-term memory. Okay, you guys forget about Tim's trespasses, yes? And I'm not talking about back when he was 17 years old, yes? I'm talking about his trespasses a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, his abuse, his misuse, his neglect, disrespect for the family, nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, mamas. Okay, yes? I know you guys are willing to forget his trespass. And you're supposed to forgive his trespass. Don't forget him. But it'll be a while. So now he says present day. It's at least a couple of weeks ago, yes? All right, and then he admits to the fact that the house is not painted. Although the house was supposed to be painted before they went down to Disney World, of course, Tim moved that goalpost. He said, hey, that's a little bit too much like work. That's too much like work, Megan. Okay, so we're going to leave this raw siding up. Okay, and Megan, if you're not careful, Megan, that raw siding will be up for the next 5-6 months, maybe a year or so, yes? Just like that house wrap was up on the barn for a couple of years. Just like Tim clearly intended on leaving the house wrap up on the mobile home, if not for the roofing contractor saying that the siding needs to be done first before the roof. Tim would have left that wrap up there for a year or so. Yes? And so now that he supposedly has the siding done in present day, okay, present day, now Tim can ease up. He says he's going to take a week off. He's going to take a week off and do his editing or what have you. Yes. Okay. And then I guess he's going to get back and he's going to start the caulking. Don't forget he's got to caulk. I don't know what is it, about 50,000 nail holes. He's got to caulk those 50,000 nail holes. Yes. He's got to caulk those 300 gaps. And he's got to caulk those 8 or 9 windows and 2 doors. Yes. Okay. And so it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. Yes. But he talks about the fact that it still has to be painted. So after the caulking is finally done, and you can look forward to, I don't know, about 3 caulking videos. 3 caulking videos, about 5 painting videos. Okay. And so although he admitted that they're 18, which means 23 videos behind. Yes. The painting is going to be at least another 5. The caulking is going to be probably another 3. What is it? That's about 30 some videos. You do the math. Okay. You do the math. I can't take anymore. I can't take no more.
And seeing a new roof be put on, which y'all still don't know if I did it or if the contractors did it. Y'all hadn't seen all the LP siding be done. Y'all hadn't seen the house be painted. Like, the house not painted yet in real time, actually. But y'all hadn't seen any of those things, but those things are coming up. But y'all have a lot to catch up on. And I'm super excited to buckle back down and get all these videos edited into y'all. So y'all are probably behind about, I would say 3 weeks behind on videos, because maybe even 4, because when you start talking about 14, 15, 16 to 18 videos, then that's about, because we post probably about 23 videos a month. So y'all aren't a whole month behind, but y'all are probably about 3 weeks behind. But don't worry, because I'm going to take a week off. I'm not getting right back to the renovations. I'm not going to start the porch bill right away when we're getting right back. I'm going to take a week and I'm going to work down some of these videos. See, I can get ready, because I'm finna just pour the videos to y'all. I'm gonna just pour them out and y'all just watch them. If you can't watch them that day,
I can't take no more. That's it. That's it for my reaction to that recent trailer, along with my reaction to the recent video about him talking about siding his own house, or the whole house by himself is the hardest thing that he's ever done. That's it for my reaction. Please like and subscribe. Chop it up in the comments. I want to shoot some love out to my current subscribers. Thank you for showing me that love. I do appreciate it. For those viewers that have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing so that we can continue to shine that light. Until next time.